A Washington D.C. suburb where homes are 40% cheaper just became the hottest market that nobody knows about yet. Reston is pulling families from those overpriced neighborhoods faster than ever before. Same metro access, same lifestyle perks, completely different price tag, but massive construction projects starting now could change these prices forever. In this video, I'll show you the 7 factors making this the moment to move and why waiting even 6 months could cost you. Okay, let's start with the #1 reason people are choosing this place. And honestly, it may surprise you. Most suburbs make you choose. Do you want convenience or do you want community? Here, you actually get both. The Silver Line Metro has completely changed how people live in Northern Virginia. Just to give you an idea, Phase 1 stations had about 7,400 weekday riders last year, and Reston sits right in the middle of it all. From Wheelie Reston East, you can be downtown DC in under 40 minutes, and that's not just some best case scenario. Rush hour trains show up every 10 minutes. During the day and evening, it's every 12 minutes, and on weekends, it's every 15. You can actually plan your schedule around metro trains instead of crossing your fingers in beltway traffic. Now, this is where it gets even better. When you line this up with housing prices, the value stands out. Homes here cost about 55% less than in McLean. We're gonna dig into that later in the video, but keep that in mind. And it's not just about getting into DC. The Silver Line runs into Tyson's Corner. If you work there but want a quieter suburban life, this connection is a huge win. Then in late 2022, Phase 2 opened, and now the metro goes straight to Dulles Airport. For anyone who travels for work, this is a game changer. No more stressful airport runs or paying a fortune for parking. So yeah, the commute problem is solved, but what about daily life? That's where the town center comes in. September 17th, 2025. Remember that date. It marked a turning point. On that day, the Fairfax County Planning Commission voted 11-0 to approve RTC Next Phase 2. And trust me, this is on a whole different level than a simple neighborhood update. We're talking 2 big office towers with over 930,000 square feet of space. That's thousands of jobs coming right there alone. Add in 22,000 square feet of retail and 60,000 square foot performing arts centers. Yeah, that's a huge deal. And it's not just buildings. The whole thing connects with 55 miles of trails and green space. So you get this rare mix of city energy and natural escape. Most suburbs don't even come close to pulling that off. Real talk though, this is the type of growth that transforms a community. When it's all built, the town center will cover 4 million square feet across 33 acres. That kind of setup is what you usually find in a major city, not out here in the suburbs. And you can already feel the buzz. Clarity opened here in February, bringing that upscale dining experience. Tostique expanded. Yunnan by Potomac Noodle House came in with authentic noodles. These are the kinds of places people come here for, and they're packed. And they picked this place on purpose. What really makes this special is the design. Picture this. You live in a tower, you walk down for dinner. Catch a show when the art center opens and grab coffee the next morning. No car, no stress, you just walk. By the way, hey guys, it's Rick Hartunian, your trusted friend in real estate here in the greater DC area. For over a decade, I've had the pleasure of helping hundreds of families find their perfect home around here. If you have any questions about this market, reach out using the info in the description below. I'd love to connect and help you guys out. So we've got the commute covered, the lifestyle's locked in. Now the big question is, what's all this doing to the housing market? Let's see how homes are reacting to all of this growth. Okay, here's where it gets fun. A lot of suburbs stick to one type of home, but here you've got something for almost every budget. So the median sale price is $545,000. That's up 2.3% from last year. And Zillow puts the average value at $629,000, which is up 1.5%. Those are steady, not wild jumps, which is good news for buyers. Let me walk you through the types. Townhomes are averaging $588,000. They're low maintenance, but still give families the space that they need. Condos, median listings sit around $375,000. It's great for first-time buyers or for folks who want to downsize without giving up location. What's really interesting is what's coming down the line. By 2027, we're gonna have the JW Marriott Hotel and new luxury residences on the way. Big projects like that can completely shift the higher end of the market. Now, single-family homes average around $965,000. And yeah, that sounds high at first, but look at what you're getting. More space, community perks, metro access, and the whole master plan setup. Put that all together and it makes sense. The market right now is healthy. It's not crazy. In August, 93 homes sold compared to 87 the year before. Homes go pending in about 16 days. Average time on market is around 50 days now. That shows strong demand, but it's not a bidding war on every house type of market. And that's the part that I love most. None of this is speculation. It's not hype. Growth here is steady because of jobs, transit, and real development on the ground. The numbers are strong, but the real magic, what you actually get when you live here. Variety is nice, but lifestyle, That's what makes this place special. Okay, what matters more to you, city perks or nature? Here, it doesn't really matter because you get both of them. And the best part, that was the plan from the very beginning. The original designers built green space right into daily life. There are 55 miles of trails. Some are paved paths, others cut through the woods themselves, and it's not just a loop around a pond. We're talking about a true system here, connecting neighborhoods, schools, shops, and rec areas. And this matters even more for families. In a bit, we're going to talk about schools, but here's the preview. You can walk your kids to some of the top elementary schools in Virginia, right from your front door. The numbers are big. Over 1,350 acres of open space, more than 700 acres of forest, 50 meadows, 4 wetlands, and add in 4 lakes, 3 ponds, and 20 miles of streams running through town. Now, it's pretty cool. But quick reality check, the association fee for 2025 is $848 a year. That covers all of the recreation though. Some people hear that and think, whoa, that's a lot, but look at what you get. 15 outdoor pools are spread across the area. So in summer, you're never far from the water. 54 tennis courts, multiple pickleball courts, because let's be honest, that sport is just completely blown up. And 2 full 18-hole golf courses, if that's your thing. It's certainly mine. And here's the real difference. These aren't throwaway amenities. The Reston Association keeps them in top shape. And with this much variety, everyone, kids, adults, and retirees all have something to do year-round. But recreation is only part of the story. Pools and trails are great, but families also care about schools, and that's where we're headed next. If you got kids, this part might make or break your decision. So let's talk about schools. This area falls under Fairfax County Public Schools, one of the best systems in Virginia. On average, students score above state levels. Math proficiency is 78% compared to 72% statewide. Reading is 79% versus 74% for Virginia overall. Strong numbers if education is at the top of your list. At the elementary level, you've got some standouts. Sunrise Valley Elementary ranks in the top 20% of all public schools in the state. Their latest scores, 84% in math and 86% reading. That's well above both county and state averages. Aldrin Elementary, it also makes the list. It's rated 9 out of 10 and lands in the top 20% statewide as well. Both Sunrise Valley and Aldrin are known not just for strong academics, but for engaged parents and a real sense of community. Now let's be straight about high school. South Lakes serves most of this area. The graduation rate is solid at 93%, but plenty stay with South Lakes because the graduation rate and the wide range of programs fit exactly what they need. Another point worth noting, about 71% of adults here, they hold a bachelor's degree or even higher. That creates a professional, educated community where networking happens naturally at school events, neighborhood get-togethers, and community programs. But guys, before you make any decisions, let's look at how this compares financially, because this is the part where the numbers really stand out. Okay, time to talk numbers because your wallet is definitely listening to this part. Most folks compare suburbs by schools, commute, or shopping. All good, but when you look at the price, this is where Reston really jumps out. McLean's average home value is about a $1.4 million with a median sale price of just over $1.27 million. Arlington averages $804,000. Now stack that against Reston, $629,000 average price and a $545,000 median price. That's a big difference. But we're not just talking about today. Let's look ahead. The JW Marriott and the new luxury projects are all on the way. That's the same kind of growth curve that Arlington rode 10 years ago. The bottom line here, buying here saves you about 55% compared to McLean. That's a $1,200 a month payment versus $2,000 with the same down payment and loan terms. That's real money back in your pocket. And you're not giving up your lifestyle to save the money. McLean has great schools and Reston's are good as well. The elementaries in particular. McLean has fine dining and shops. Reston Town Center has plenty of that and it's still growing. McLean has DC access. Reston has the Metro line that goes straight in. Now Arlington, sure, it gets you closer to DC, but the trade-off, much less space, fewer community amenities, and a lot of Arlington neighborhoods just don't have the kind of rec facilities that you get here as all part of the package. A quick note here though, master plan communities like Reston do have HOA rules and oversight. Some people love the structure, others I work with not so much, but even with that, the value is really hard to argue with. And honestly, demand right now for more than today's price gap, it's about where things are headed. The value today is strong and the future potential, that's what's driving the buzz. So everything up to now, that's just the foundation. What's coming next is the real game changer. RTC Next Phase 2 goes before the Board of Supervisors on October 28th. And trust me, this is a major step forward. It's a full expansion that will shape the town center over the next decade. And it's not coming out of nowhere. Reston Station is also growing over the next 2 years, like I've said, with those big additions of the Marriott Hotel and residences alone. They're going to bring 243 hotel rooms and 94 condos right by the metro. Then there's the Boulevard Haley Apartments. It's a 30-story tower with 420 units, all near the transit. And more food and fun are coming in, like Tout Le Jour Bakery, Noku Sushi, and Putt Shack, which is a new entertainment spot. This isn't random growth at all. The county's plan calls for more mixed-use development all around metro stops. And you can already see it taking shape here. So what does that mean for property values? When jobs, transit, restaurants, and housing all hit the same place, values almost always rise over time. The pipeline here points points to steady, lasting demand, not hype that fades. And the people here, they can support it. Reston has about 63,000 residents, and the median household income is just around $140,000. That's a lot of professionals with spending power, keeping local businesses and housing demand strong. Okay guys, so there you have it. Reston has become one of Nova's most exciting suburbs for sure. It gives you that rare mix of city access and the suburban calm at a price that's pretty hard to ignore. But remember, the clock is probably ticking on this opportunity. With the hotel and the town center expansions coming, prices in 2027 will probably be a little higher than what we're seeing today. If you're thinking about moving here at all, or even just curious about neighborhoods in the greater DC area, send me an email at rick@livingingreaterdc.com. I'll make sure to put together a custom market breakdown for you, and we can even set up a private tour of Reston or any of the nearby areas if you're in town. Drop your questions in the comments below, and if you want more breakdowns of Northern Virginia neighborhoods, make sure you hit subscribe. And guys, before you click away, check the video on your screen right now. It explains how the Northern Virginia housing market just shifted in a pretty big way. If you're at all serious about Reston, you need that update to make the best call for you and your family. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.